Hello everyone, you are watching Campus Channel and we're here today with EMLYON and we're going to talk about their MSc in Management. It's the European triple degree. We have the program director, Gudrun Kiefer, and we also have a student, Moritz Esser, here to take your question. But first we're going to start with the pitch. All right, and we have Moritz who's going to do the pitch for us. You have 60 seconds flat. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay,
So.
Go.
Okay, hi everyone. The ETD program is a cooperation between three top universities, LMU in Munich, EMLYON and Lancaster University, where you meet a very international cohort this year of 73 people out of 31 countries. And every week, Monday to Friday, you are taught and taught by three professors, one from each university. Monday, LMU, Tuesday and Wednesday, EML, Thursday and Friday from Lancaster. Various topics covered, always group works with different people, different nationalities, different cultures. So you have a great international experience, you learn a lot, you build a vast network of very, very high graded professors. And all around that, you have a great campus life as well in Lyon and the beautiful city.
5 seconds, anything else?
And then you have a great specialization in the third semester.
All right, and that is time. Very good. We're going to move on to the face-to-face. Please remember to keep sending us your questions. They're going to show up right there. So let's take the first one here, and I will let Gudrun read this for us, please.
So you will get three...
will you read the question out loud?
Okay, hello, which school issues our diploma when the program is finished? So you will get three different diplomas. The first one is the Grande Master from EMLYON Business School. The second one is MSc in Management from Lancaster University in UK. And the third is the Master of Science in Management from Munich, Ludwig-Maximilians Universität. So, three different diplomas.
They're going to need a lot of wall space to put all those framed diplomas.
Yeah, and a lot of photos for the grandkids later then. So.
Exactly. And so, what's the benefit? What's the advantage of doing this degree and getting three different diplomas?
I think the first one is that you will have much more chances on the European or international job market to find an excellent job, or during your academic path and internship. Perhaps you could talk a little bit about this fact.
Yeah, first you get a great core management study in the first semester, and in the second and the fourth semester you have the opportunity to work in total 12 months. In 2 to several internships if you want to. So instead of a normal master program where you have 6 months of working experience, you come out with 12 months of working experience while having the same degree of studies, which is a great thing for your CV as well as for your experience in general.
All right, let's take the next question here, Gudrun.
Okay, is the GMAT test mandatory for application? Okay, you need a management test. So this can be a GMAT, or for French applicants, the TAJMAJ. If you are from India or from Asia, you can also use the GRE or CAT. So you have the choice. The best thing to do is to go on our website and to download the admission conditions, because you will find all necessary information about the application process there.
Does it list a minimum score? Are students required to have a minimum score? Or
we do not.
Target range?
No, there is no minimum score listed, but there is one. I mean, but this is an internal thing, because we check the whole profile of our applicants. I mean, you can be an excellent academic or have a great bachelor degree and then an excellent English test, and perhaps a GMAT test is not that brilliant because the day you did it you were a little bit sick, but everything is great, so you can be admitted to the ETD.
I can absolutely confirm this. She's just describing my profile. Like
so you didn't have great test scores, but
my GMAT was really bad. Like it was worse than average. Not so much, but I was 40 points beyond the year's average. But my degrees, my bachelor degrees, and my TOEFL test and my working experience beforehand were valued more than that. So.
Because we have applicants with an excellent GMAT or TAJMAT, but all other results are not at all, in our opinion, satisfactory. So we do not admit them.
So entirely possible to compensate.
Yeah. So don't worry, don't focus only on the GMAT or the Tashmash. Everything has to be good.
All right, next question, Gudrun.
How is Brexit going to affect the participation of Lancaster University for students coming next year? We don't know what the Brexit will do with Europe or with Lancaster or with EMLYON Business School. We have to wait. But I think that Europeans and the British universities have all together the same goal. That means to continue the partnerships they have here in Europe. I mean, they would be totally stupid to not to continue these partnerships. Perhaps there will be a visa necessary in the future for students who want to study or who want to do the specialization in Lancaster, but this is the only thing which could happen.
So there's no danger of losing a partner in the triple degree?
No, why should we lose them? I mean, we are not the only school which has a partnership with a UK university. We will not lose them and they won't lose us. Huh? But I think there will be more administrative things to do because of the Brexit. That's it.
All right, let's take the next question here. Moritz, will you read it, please?
Yes. Is it possible to take a break between M1 and M2?
I will answer this question.
Okay.
Please, yes.
Yes, because, okay, so first of all, we have to define what you mean by break, because a lot of French applicants think that a break is a césure, and that this means a 1-year internship. So the French law does not allow French students now to do a 1-year internship between the M1 and the M2. This is forbidden by the French law. So you will have the possibility to do your first internship after the first year. This means between April and September or October, and you will start then your specialization, and after the specialization you will do the second internship. But if you want to go with your girlfriend for 1 year into the jungle and watch their animals or whatever, you can ask for a gap year.
Okay.
So yes, this is possible. We have students, they cycle around the world and they visit a lot of NGOs or they do it for private reasons. You can, but you have to ask for it. That's it.
And then what's the administrative process to come back? Do they fall behind?
You just have to re-enroll and to pay the administrative fees.
Okay.
So this is a totally normal process if you want to do a gap year. By the way, there is a new law in France which permits to do gap years. But gap year means you do whatever you want, but we do not recognize it.
Do you encourage students, if they want to take this, do you try to discourage them from taking gap years if they come and request this?
I would say if you are very young, and you have no international experience, and you are like, let's say, you love adventure, so do it. Because you will perhaps work later until 80 or, we don't know.
80?
Yeah, I mean, today it's 60, 67.
Right.
Perhaps in 40, 50 years we'll be 80. You never know. So take your chance, do it, and travel around the world. It's, in my opinion, something positive. Perhaps, what do you think about this?
Well, from my personal experience, I'm 27 and I'm a first year in this master program, so I'm a bit a late bloomer compared to the others in the program, but I took my time in my first studies, and during master and bachelor I did internship. I worked for half a year and then decided what to do for my master, and that really helped me in deciding what I want, and it helped me focus now on the studies because I know what I want. I want good grades coming out of this paid master, so I really focus on it, and in my opinion, taking some time helps.
All right, looks like we have a question here for you, Moritz.
Yeah. Moritz, where are you from and why was this program your choice of master? Well, first I'm from Germany, from a little town called Regensburg. It's 1 hour north of Munich. I chose this master because I wanted to study at the LMU first, so I researched the programs on the LMU, and then I saw this program, asked some friends about it. I found out 2 friends of mine did this program as well, and they recommended it. Like they said, it is a great international experience. The courses are very interesting. You get 3 professors each week, 1 from each university, Employability is really high afterwards. The 1 year of practice time during the master program is really great. And I wanted to do the international experience, and this has been confirmed very strongly. Like I know now people from over 32 countries in the world. I work with them every week. I communicate with them a lot. We have fun together in Lyon and in university. It's a great experience.
So when you applied to this program, did you have a specific professional goal in mind, or did you know what you would want to do whenever you finish this degree?
Not a specific goal. Like I wanted to do a master in my bachelor studies, international business administration. You don't learn really job-related contents. You just learn a wide understanding of business. And I wanted to learn something in my master which could be applied later in my work life, whatever I take. And I wanted to have the free choice of what I take. Like when I take now this master with 3 diplomas, and I have a specialization in change and strategy and change management, which I take on the LMU, I have a more free choice of picking my work, what I want to do in my life. And that is everything I just wanted from my education.
All right, very good. Next question, Gudrun.
Okay, so is it possible to study in Lyon, Munich, Lancaster and Shanghai marketing specialty during the program? Okay, so you will have in the first year in Lyon marketing courses, so it's marketing management, market research, and there's another one. No, I think it's 2 courses in marketing. Yeah. And then you will have to do a choice. This means either you study marketing in Lancaster, so in the second year, or you study marketing at EMLYON fall and spring semester, or you go in the fall to our Shanghai campus, where you can either choose normal marketing courses or you choose the specialization in luxury marketing at Shanghai.
So it's possible to study at 4 different universities
No,
in this program?
You can't study in the same time at 4 different universities.
Okay.
First year is a common track at EMLYON Business School, and then you will have to choose between Lancaster or Munich or Shanghai, EMLYON, or EMLYON in Lyon, in Ecole.
Okay. Are there any special requirements to be admitted to the Shanghai program?
No, we are the only program or the only track here in the PGE, Programme Grande, where you have the free choice. So there is no restriction. We have no limited places for Munich, we have no limited places for Lancaster, and no limited places for Shanghai. Shanghai for EMLYON is now an elite campus. So the normal students from the PGE programs, places are, let's say, limited, and there is a very strict selection. As our ETD students are normally brilliant or very good, so they can freely choose where they want to specialize later. I mean, but if you want to specialize in finance and you do not validate in the first year all finance courses, I will let you know that it would be better to choose another specialization, but that's normal. Hi.
All right, here's a question for you, Gudrun.
Hi, Ms. Kiefer. On the side, you say schools are driven by change and innovation on the website. Okay. Everyone says that. Can you tell me how specifically for this program, driven by change and innovation? I mean, if you look on the specializations, you will see that there is one which is called strategy and change. So you will choose this specialization. You saw the courses which will be offered in this specialization. So it's true that there you can develop a sense of innovation and change and strategy. That's for true. And as you say, okay, all schools are driven by change and innovation. Why?
Or they claim to be.
I mean, yeah, or they claim to be. But if you look what happens around you, if you do not talk about innovation and change, or if you do not change, and if there's no innovation in your school, the school will die in 5 years because nobody will go there. So you have to offer new programs, you have to offer new specializations, you have to offer new opportunities. That's it.
And so, Moritz, for you, do you see anything particularly innovative at EMLYON or in this program?
Well, related to the content of the program, yeah, we had courses in front-end innovation, back-end innovation. During all courses, the culture in companies is very important and focused on, and the change in culture. Like, it's not about changing a process and people just have to deal with it, but the teaching is really liberal in that terms and always focuses on people, which is a great approach in business administration in general. It tended to be more of numbers and less people. And at EMLYON and at LMU and Lancaster, it's really about human change management.
And I would
very quickly.
Yes, very quickly. When you will do your first internship, you will be in the innovation field, because, for example, you had the opportunity to work or do an internship for Daimler Chrysler in Stuttgart, and it was in a digital and innovation field. Yes. So you will apply, even in the first internship, what we call innovation and new methods and so on. Yeah. Okay, 3
All right,
words
now
max.
yes, thank you for announcing that.
Yeah,
that is correct.
Sorry.
It's time for 3 words max. Our guests have 3 words to describe their program, and they get 1 phrase to explain each word, except for this is 3 words max taboo. So we have also chosen 3 words, and if they use any of those forbidden words, then there will be a buzzer. So, okay, word number 1, who's going to give it to me?
Okay, so as a first word, we chose cohort.
Okay.
To describe cohort. The cohort at ETD is very international. Was it?
International.
Okay, so do I have to stop now?
No.
Okay.
Choose another word that could describe
multicultural,
yes.
Pluralistic, always different, and very challenging and satisfying at once.
All right. And number 2?
Well, specializations, so the possibility to choose what you want to do. There is no restriction. You can really go to Munich or to Lancaster or Shanghai or stay in Lyon and find your way there to do whatever you want to do. Choose your courses. You will have elective courses in Shanghai and in Lyon, so it's a great opportunity.
Very good. And number 3, the very last word?
I will do it. It's jobs.
Okay.
Jobs and internships. Sorry, 2 words. Because our program is a very high-level program, and if you put on your CV LMU, Lancaster and EMLYON, you will find great internship opportunities in very different domains, and this will be, I mean, all our students, they talk about this and they are so happy, and then later excellent jobs after the specialization year.
All right, very good.
Oh,
Thank
great.
you both for
I triggered the first word.
And it was your ambassador, so you can blame him. It wasn't you. Good job.
Okay.
All right, let's get back to the questions here. Moritz, will you read this, please?
I would like to study in USA during my 3rd year of license. Is it possible to do the oral exam by Skype? I have to give that to you.
So the oral motivation, let's say, exam is online. So you can do wherever you want to do it. You can be in the States or in France or in Paris or in Berlin. It's online. So you have the possibility to do it all over the world.
All right, let's take the next question. It's going to come up here. Here it comes. And so, let's see. All right, here we go. There it is. Gudrun?
What level of professional experience should I have to apply? I mean, it's, as I said before, we check the whole profile. And it's true that we have a look on professional experience, but this is not an MBA, so you do not need 5 years of professional experience. But I think that everyone nowadays, he did an internship or a student job or whatever, or you help perhaps an NGO, or I mean, even you created your own association, or I mean, everything is now a professional experience, and you can put it on your CV for your application file.
And so Moritz, you had said that you're one of the more mature students or older students in the program.
Nice way to say it, yeah.
Had you worked before you applied to this program?
Yes, I did several internships during my bachelor studies in media agencies at BMW in Munich, in my family corporation, which is a newspaper. And after my bachelor studies ended in 2017, 18, I worked half a year as a consultant in Munich for a small company focusing on family businesses and M&A transitions between them.
So I imagine that enriches your experience now as well. You have all this experience that you can bring to the table and discuss what you've seen in the field whenever you have student discussions in class.
Yes, for example, in group work, sometimes we do case studies which involve business cases or analytics, and that helped me a lot, like in the first 2 months of every workplace. Nonetheless, it's an internship or a real job. You always learn where to look first when you approach a problem. And I could apply that very greatly in the content of the studies, yeah.
All right, very good. Next question, Gudrun.
Oh, this is a very nice question. Is it compulsory to go to class? Yes. Will I have time to prepare interviews? Yes. Will I be excused if I will have interviews in another city than Lyon? Yes. But we need a proof.
Okay.
So, I mean, if
like
you tell
getting
us,
a job, like a job contract. They better get the job if they're going to skip class.
If they send us an email from the company and the email shows that you are invited for a job interview, we can excuse you. It's normal. But I mean, you have to be in class if there is a group presentation, or if there is an exam, or if there is a group work, specific group work. You just have to be there. That's normal. Okay.
And what's normal, like when we do group works and someone, right now, everyone is searching for internships, so there are people missing. And if that's group work, it's communicated before, and the people say, hey, on this day I'm in Paris or I'm anywhere else, can I participate via Facebook? And then we sit down, we have a room booked for each group, and we sit down and we share the content of the group work just via Facebook or any other communication platform, and the people from the train or from an office just write their part, because like not being in the same room doesn't mean you can't work together.
Very modern working methods.
Yeah.
All right, next question here. Let's hear from you, Moritz. Will you read this, please?
Could you please develop about these specialization options? Strategy and Change Track Munich and Corporate Development Specialism Lancaster.
Do the first part.
Yeah,
I'll do the second one.
Strategy and Change Track in Munich, focuses on strategy and change. If you look at the booklet for the general ETD lessons, you see there's management communication as one class, strategic thinking, change management in total, as well as managing marketing assets, like everything which is related to change management. Some people don't know what change management is, so it's just the knowledge about how to efficiently change a company, not only in its operations but also in its culture. So you're focusing on that as well. Also now, as in the third semester. And you're doing, right now we are taught by 3 professors from each university, and in the third semester, if you go to LMU, you will only have professors from the LMU. So it's a way more focused and concentrated teaching.
All right, and the second part?
Okay, corporate development. Just to let you know that this is taught in Lancaster by the strategy department, but as we have the title Strategy and Change for Munich, they can't use for Lancaster specialization the same title. I mean, it's in fact the same thing. If you want to develop a company or a part of a company or a business strategy or a new product, you need to have some basic courses in strategy, change, or negotiation, or I think even they have some marketing courses. So you will learn how to develop the business. This can be an NGO, this can be a company, this can be your family company, this can be in a huge group, a certain part of the business. So, I mean, these specializations will help you to work later in different fields. But if you ask what is really the difference between the two specializations, check with the applicant advisors at EMLYON. They will give you the detailed courses and the course contents for each specialization. Okay?
All right, next question, Gudrun.
Okay. What are the visa requirements if I am a student from India? Is it the same for each country? Do you facilitate visas? Okay, so first of all, we have an international student department. They will help you for everything, but we are not an embassy. We are not able to give you a visa. Or,
Certainly.
I mean, we can tell you where you have to go to ask for the visa for Germany or for UK, but it will be up to you to do this. On the other hand, when you will come for the first year to France, you will ask for a normal visa, a normal French visa, and you will get the information in your home country. But then for sure we will help you and let you know how to deal with the visa issues.
And so then what about when they move to Munich, to LMU? Will they have to apply for a new visa for Germany?
It depends on your, I mean, if you are a European student, you don't have to apply. If you are international, you have to ask for an appointment at the German embassy in Paris. And you will ask there for a student visa because you will get all the necessary documents from LMU. And so you submit it and you will get the visa. It permits you in the same time to work in Germany as a student. So you have with a student visa the possibility to do student jobs, so internships in Germany.
And that's the same in France as well. The student visa in France allows that?
You can work, but I mean the first year is very dense, so it's not that possible. Perhaps during the weekend you can find a student job, but...
Yeah.
All right, next question, Gudrun.
Are the academic grades very important in order to be accepted? Please, what would be the average? I mean, it depends. Academic grades are important because, as you know, it's a triple degree and we have an admission process which is undersigned and validated by the 3 partners. So we have the Germans. I'm German too, so I know what I'm talking about. Germans like good grades. So for Germans, 10 out of 20 is not that good. It's pass.
You're strict. You're very tough.
Yeah, I mean, look at me. I'm very strict. He's also he's German too. No, I'm joking. But as we are here in France, we know that a 10 out of 20 or 11 out of 20 at the Sorbonne in Paris is a quite good grade. Let's say it like this. So academic grades are important. If your overall profile is not good and your academic grades are very low, you won't be admitted. But if you have a very good Taj-Maj or a very good GMAT and you have a very good oral exam, so the Easy Recruit exam, and your academic grades are not that good, it's the overall profile. But if you take 5 years to validate a license in France,
not so much, no slack.
No, will be difficult.
All right, well, up next, it's time for another break. Where are we headed? We're not quite sure, but we're going to find out with Final Destination. All right, Moritz, so
Yes.
I know you did the pitch, but you get to do this as well.
Okay.
Oh, really?
I just
Yes.
take one. Okay, so
We're just giving him all the work.
Okay, yeah, I mean,
give him
he's
ex-
used to
yes.
work. Yeah.
Give him bonus points.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. My best memory of an internship is I will go back to 2016, my time at BMW in Munich. Actually, I worked in the international press and event management, which focuses on organizing all press events worldwide. Like every time a BMW product comes in touch with a journalist, we did the event management behind it. And it was really great experience. Like I focused very much on my work. I was very engaged, and they noticed that and gave me more and more responsibilities. And within 2 months, I had my own budget for projects. I was involved in a lot of meetings. I met a lot of international, very nice people. And in the department I was, everyone was very friendly with each other, and like a buddy-like. In Germany, we have this thing where we say to someone we respect, we address him differently. It's like vous et tu en français. And everyone was chatting in a friendly manner, but my boss was addressing me in a respectful way, like to keep some distance. And after 1 month of very hard work, on Monday I came into office and I got a mail where he congratulated me for the efforts I took and for the advancements I made and for the great work I did. And he would like to propose a more friendly way to communicate from now on, and that I really deserve that. And that was one of the most rewarding things actually in an internship someone did, because I thought he would always stay a bit strict, and like she was a boss. She would always stay more strict and distance, but after I earned my place there, she and I, we became really good working buddies.
Excellent. Good anecdote. Hard work pays off. Let's get back to the questions here, and I will let Gudrun read this.
Wow, great. Hi. Your site says there are 1,600 businesses that are partners of this program. What does that mean for us as students? So I'm sorry, but I've never read that we have 1,600 businesses that are partners of the European triple degree.
Okay.
That's new for me. Have you read this?
Do you
No,
I read
think,
that there's a
I
great
think what
network.
I think what you read is that EMLYON Business School has 1,600 partners.
Okay.
So we work with companies in our incubator. We have research clusters. We work with companies. We have les chaires, as they say in France. So these are research departments. We have a lot of companies which offer on our online platform, career platform, internships for our students. We have the career days, so companies come to EMLYON, but they are only 120. But I think overall we have perhaps even more than 1,600 business partners, because we have now a campus in Casablanca, in India, in Shanghai, and soon downtown Lyon.
Wow, the
Yes.
fanciest of them all. The fanciest of them all.
Yeah,
in
we
downtown
will
Lyon.
move. We will move, but only in 4 years.
Okay.
Or 3 years. Let's say in 3 years downtown.
All right, so Moritz, will you take
Okay.
the next question, please?
With all the moving around, is there really time to connect with people and make friends? Do we stay with the same group throughout? That's a nice question. Yes, absolutely. You have classes each week, Monday to Thursday or Friday, and you're always in the same cohort. You never mingle with the people from Grande program. And like we are 73 people in this
Yeah.
cohort. I know, maybe I don't know 3 or 4 of them. And in the first trimester you have one fixed group where you work together with others, in the second trimester another, so you mingle with them. You have always a 2-hour lunch break to sit down with each other and connect, and in the evenings Lyon is a fantastic place to go to, as well as Lyon campus. On Monday there's the Ash happy hour, where I think really every student stays on campus and enjoys the beautiful roof popper.
Yeah, the rooftop is great. Huh?
And you get to know a lot of people and you really connect with them, and depending on where you live, most people live very close by and meet in the evening.
Well, it sounds like you have quite a bit of free time to socialize
Nope.
and to go out. No free time?
It depends, you know, if for example we have two weeks of classes, and in the third there are 2 exams. So the first week of classes, of course, the evenings are not so busy, you can take your time. On the weekends you can always manage to at least do something in the evening, or there are a lot of people who do tours on the weekend. There are a lot of organizations or student associations who organize stuff. So yeah, you have free time if you have a good time management. Of course, in the last week before exams or in the exam week, you don't have any time anymore. You get very focused there, but it depends. Yeah.
All right, next question, Gudrun.
What financial aid do you offer students to pay the entire 40,000 euros upfront? Okay, so we have a lot of different possibilities. The first one is, if your application profile is very good or excellent, and if we think that you should enroll the ETD, we will award you a first reduction of the tuition fees. Then we have for the second year the possibility to award scholarships to students with excellent academic results. So this is possible for everybody who works hard and who does not always go to the ash party, but yeah. We have the possibility so we have Erasmus if you go then to Munich or to Lancaster. We have a scholarship from the Région Rhône-Alpes. We have a scholarship from the Fondation de France. This is only, unfortunately, for French students. You have to be a cruise...
but they count as well. French students are important as well to this program.
Yeah, for sure. And then there is also the possibility, if you go to Lancaster to specialize there, to ask Lancaster for a scholarship. I think there is from the Bavarian government something, but it is only limited for some students.
Okay.
So there are different possibilities to reduce your costs. On the other hand, if you are French, you can have a grant from French banks for nearly nothing. We even have parents, they take the grant and then they place it. So they earn a little bit money with this.
That's tricky.
It's tricky, but I heard about this. Okay.
Let's take the next question, Gudrun. Go ahead, Gudrun.
Management is a very broad subject. So what are you training us to manage? What are my career possibilities? Oh my God. Career possibilities, I have a list like this. So,
give me the short version.
Most of our, or not most, but a lot of our ETD alumni work in finance, in audit. They work for huge groups like KPMG, Ernst & Young, Mazars, Allianz in Germany, German companies in this field.
And what kinds of jobs and what kinds of positions? What are they doing?
They are, it depends on what you want to, but they are, after 2 or 3 years, you can be a senior, what's the name in English? Consultant. Or we have ETD alumni, they created their own company. We have a lot of entrepreneurs also. This can be an app, but this can also be a company like, I have one, he's in North Africa. He created a company to collect all the plastic bottles there. So he's in the sustainable development. He employs now, I don't know how much people, and he transforms these plastic bottles in new plastic bottles. So he does something for our nature, for the earth. But he's an entrepreneur, so it's so different.
Well, we have another question about jobs here. Gudrun, if you'll read this, please. Go ahead, Gudrun.
It's a perfect question. So you claim to have an employability rate of 100% within 3 months. Surely it can't be a perfect track record. It's true.
How is that possible?
Because if you apply with first, so EMLYON Diploma, master's degree, Grande Master, Ludwig-Maximilians-Universität, and another degree, Lancaster University, you will find for sure a job. If you do not find a job, it's because either you want the job in one niche, which is so restricted that there will perhaps be only one job available in 5 years. But normally our ETD alumni have no problem at all to find a job, even for the internships. Just tell them perhaps.
Yeah, one way is
very
also
quickly.
in the fourth semester you do an internship again, and since you are then finished with your master degree, there are a lot of opportunities that you do 6 months of internship and you get hired right after it and stay in the same company. There are a lot of people who took that approach. So yeah, if you want a job and shoot for the stars which are reachable, not the ones above, you will get one.
All right, well, unfortunately, that is all the time we have for questions, and we want to finish with something nice, so it's time for the sweetest. Moritz, very quickly, can you tell me what your favorite question from the interview was?
Well, actually, the one on this year. I really liked it.
Yeah?
And the thing about, do you have time to connect with people?
All right.
Yes.
Because that is really important. Like, we are focused so hard on studying, if we would not have the social balance with all the great people you meet there from all over the world, you wouldn't be happy as it is.
And Gudrun, for you?
For me, it's the same. It was about the cohort and how to connect and if they can connect, because this is a specificity of the ETD. The cohorts are always really great, and I know that they later have then specific Facebook groups and LinkedIn groups, and they stay together, and if they find a job opportunity, they ask the others from their cohort, and they call us, and we have even guys, they marry a person from the cohort. So, I mean, this is for me the sweetest question.
Excellent. Well, thank you both very much for being here and sharing more about the European triple degree at EMLYON. And thank you for watching and sending your questions. We'll see you again soon, right here on Campus Channel.